Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things on my desk, and that is my keyboard. If you guys can find a better keyboard, let me know. But we're going to be talking about today the Logitech G915 full size, and also the updated version, the Logitech G915X Lightspeed. Yes, I run two keyboards. Check this video out. Let's just get into it. Now, the first thing you'll notice about this keyboard is the design. The G915, both of them are very crazy thin, like thicker than most mechanical keyboards. And that's because it uses low profile mechanical switches instead of the chunky ones that you see traditionals using. It also has an aluminum top plate, which feels sturdy, sleek, and honestly premium. I've tested out a bunch of keyboards and I haven't seen anything like it unless MSI decides to make the, I think it's the M30 wireless full size, unless they make that. But no, there's been no other thing besides that. Like on your desk setup, it looks minimal, but still kind of gamery, but not too much. I like both because the white has the brushed aluminum and the black has that low profile, like jet black feel to it. Now let's talk about the wireless performance, which is one of the key features of this. So I am a person that hates wires. So Logitech has this really small dongle, please don't lose it, but doesn't really take up anything. It doesn't get in the way of other USB ports, which is also great because there are some dongles that are really too long. On top of the keyboard, there is a button. So you can use it with the dongle or it's Bluetooth, or you can switch between the two. And I don't really need two keyboards, but they both work, so I'm using them. But I could really use one keyboard and have it using the USB dongle, and I can have the other one going through Bluetooth. I've done that for a while. I really do like it. I really do prefer the method. It saves up so much space on the desk, but I also have a really big desk, so I'm just gonna use the space I have just because I can. Logitech basically designed this to make it zero latency, zero dropouts. I mean, I game, I stream, and I don't have any problems with this. Sometimes I type out prompt. The range is great too also. The range, I am able to go pretty much anywhere in an apartment. I don't know what they rate this as, but trust me, you'll be fine. And the battery life, hold on, let me look at the box. The regular G915, they have 30 hours of battery. Speed, they claim 36 hours of battery. And I will say this, one of the really cool features is when your keyboard's running low, it'll flash red. Like the RGBs on the keyboard, no matter what profile you set, which we'll talk about the RGB later, but the RGB glows red. And I would say, honestly, I stream for about 6 hours minimums for about 3 to 4 days. And I usually only charge these maybe once every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks or something like that. Not that often, but they really do. And one of the big things with the difference between the two keyboards is the original Logitech, this is really old. So the original G915 was using a micro USB, which was, at the time, a lot of people were using it, like the PlayStation 4 was using it, but the new one is Type-C, which is a big reason why I upgraded, because everything in my setup is using Type-C, so I think it was time for the keyboard to get Type-C, and that's the biggest reason why I got this. Okay, now let's talk about the switch and the typing feeling. That's where most people, when it comes to mechanical keyboards, that's where it'll make or break. The G915, they both come with either clicky, tactile, or linear switchers. Mine is the white, and they make it very clear. I have the tactile is white, and then the clicky is the black one. I don't mind either one. I kind of prefer I'm learning now I prefer tactile because the silent. The clicky, if you like the clicking clacks of the keyboard, it'll suit it. It sounds very swell. I just don't want to hear it all the time now because it's the only thing I hear. But when I'm wearing headphones, I don't really hear it that bad. And also, the low profile switches make it feel a bit different than traditional keyboards. It's almost like a blend between a laptop chiclet keys and a mechanical board. You get the precision and the speed without any of the key wobble. Like if you're familiar with the Apple Magic Keyboard, it's similar to that one, but it has a little bit of a push to it. For streaming, it's clutch also because it's not too obnoxiously loud. You still get feedback, but it's not like blaring through your mic every time you decide to type something in. Now, the features that stand out on this keyboard, this is where Logitech sprinkled some of the quality of life features that make it really worth it for me. They both have dedicated media controls, which has come in so much class. They have a volume rocker, a pause and play button, skip, and it's all on the top right on both of them. This is super useful when you're streaming or when I'm playing games and I have Spotify or Apple Music in the background, or even YouTube. It works with YouTube as well. If I'm playing something, I either want to pause it or skip to the next song or track or video. Phenomenal. I could not do another keyboard without a volume switch like this, or not volume switch, but dedicated media controls are a must-have with my keyboards every time now. They also on the side, one of the big changes they have is there are 5 customizable keys. They're called G keys. There's 5 of them on the left-hand side, and with their software, you can set this up for whatever you want. If you want to switch scenes in your OBS, if you want to open websites, if you do photo or video editing, they basically 5 little macro buttons that you can sign up with their software, which is the Logitech G Hub, which is what they want you to use because the RGB on these keyboards is phenomenal. Every key is individually lit up, very bright, but not overbearing. It's showing up, hopefully this shows up on cam perfectly. They want you to use the G Hub software with it, but I actually use Signal RGB because it syncs with everything. But their software is not bad at all. I would recommend downloading that, getting familiar with that before going over Signal, because Signal is kind of bare bones. So who is this keyboard for? I'm not gonna lie, the G915 is a very expensive premium keyboard. So it's for people who, if you're a casual gamer that just needs something to play, something to use for those couple of nights a week, you probably don't want this. But if you're a streamer, a content creator, a person who edits videos, or you just like an aesthetically nice, pleasing keyboard, or like a really fancy keyboard, I would recommend this. It's worth the investment because I've literally had the first one since maybe 2015, 2016-ish. And it still works just as fine. There's nothing wrong with either one of these keyboards. They both feel the same, which is funny because they're almost 10 years apart, it feels like. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. So yeah, that's gonna do it for, this is why I keep the Logitech G915 in my setup. It's slim, stylish, and it fits all my needs. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. If you're willing to spill the money, this keyboard is worth it. It's one of those upgrades that you're gonna notice immediately, and you're gonna thank yourself in the long run. If you're rocking the G915 already, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which switch type you have, because the only one I haven't tried is the, whatever one I didn't say earlier, linear. I haven't tried the linear switches, but I had a linear keyboard before this and I didn't like it, so I didn't like linear switches. But if this video helped you out, please drop a comment, like, hope to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.